What's up, easy goers? Nick here, and I'm just getting everything warmed up. I restarted my computer, and it was like, whoa. And then I can hear a cat messing with something, but it might just be a toy or something. But anyway, our online should clear up here momentarily. Hopefully. See how this works out. Alright, so how's it going, everyone, tonight? It's a late night, so actually I don't know what's going on out there. So it's going to maybe be a pretty solo experience. We'll find out. Alright, so we're going to be playing Master Mode in The Legend of Zelda. Zero commentates, good to see ya. My stream is a little laggy, but it should be okay. So I started Master Mode once before, but it's we're starting a new game. We're erasing the old one. Okay, good. My lag is gone. Now it says it's back, but I don't even believe it anymore. So cool. Yeah, I forgot to close out of stream. Classic Nick, forgetting stuff, forgetting to close out of Steam before he starts. So, yeah, crazy. Oh man. I was originally playing Master Mode in Japanese just so I could hear the other language, but I don't want to read anything. So we are just, I mean, I'll read stuff later, but for right now we're just gonna let the voices do the talking. I don't even, okay, cool. I was like, I don't even know if I, alright. It's not lagging for you? Okay, good. And Chelsea, and Dolores, and Clifford, good to see you all. Sorry, it was a little bumpy of a start, but we've got everything running. Thanks for coming in. Back for more Zelda. It's Wednesday is the day for Zelda, apparently, so I just had to start it. I couldn't wait until next week. And I'm like, let's do this. Let's do it. Woo! So, how's everybody's night going? How you guys been? How's it hanging? Good to see Clifford and Chelsea and Zero. I gotta make sure okay. Just making sure I'm not missing anything. Alright, so I'm trying to think of how long it's been since I played this all the way through. Like, I pretty much binged it right when it came out, and then I played the DLC as it released. So I'm sure there will be some fuzzy memories, but shouldn't be too much of an issue. I imagine in hard mode our biggest issue will be on the Great Plateau, and then we should be good. Hopefully. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Did you know there's already a Nintendo Switch emulator? Oh dang. I wouldn't get it, but dang. That's crazy. Whatever. My YouTube, it was like green for a second, and then it was like, oh, it's not green anymore. It's just trolling. It's Wednesday night trolls. Sheikah Slate! Woo! Sheikah Slate! Pretty crazy. But yeah. Okay, so let's all talk about, like, when this first came out. Because before Zelda came out, I was, of course, like, counting down the days, and, like, writing in my little notebook, and I downloaded a little app to tell me how many days and minutes and seconds until it released. And so Joanna and I went, and we had pre-ordered it in the town that we could when we were living there. We were living with my parents, and so we pre-ordered it in the town over, and then we moved back to the towns for me to finish my school. So for a second I didn't see. So our pre-order was still in Marion while we lived somewhere else, and so we had to drive like an hour to get there. It was crazy. But anyway, so we waited in line with everybody, and then it was like the longest drive home that night. It sadly only plays homebrew. Yeah, I would not condone a Switch emulator. I mean, to each their own, but it's so new. Maybe if you can't play the games, but I don't know. Emulators, they're that gray area. I wouldn't really push for you to go for it because it is legally, technically illegal. It's legally illegal. Okay, I'm the light. I am. It's me. It's not the sun. It's not the sun. I wish YouTube would stop lying. Alright. So we're getting on our adventure. Things are looking pretty smooth. Pretty sweet. Oh man, having like this low of stamina again. What do you guys do? Do you upgrade stamina? Or do you upgrade hearts? Pretty crazy stuff. When I first played through, I was doing a bunch of stamina upgrades, but now we're probably going to do hard upgrades to get the Master Sword as fast as we can. I want to play this game and assume everybody who's watching has already played this game or watched somebody play this game before, so, you know, spoilers, feel free. There are no spoilers for this Zelda game. I feel like it's been done enough to the point where we're not going to spoil it for anybody at this point. Alright, a stick, a tree branch. I gotta be all technical about it. I remember watching people at E3 and we were all like, oh my gosh, I wish that was me playing Zelda at E3 and collecting mushrooms. Oh man, I think Okami messed up like my camera controls because now these camera controls feel a little funny because I got used to it being backwards. Gross. Okay, let's get more mushrooms. Mushrooms, top priority. Give me that tree branch. Hearts. You know it. Oh, okay, so you went and upgraded hearts. I didn't know, but I definitely went for stamina at first when I was first playing this, and through the first boss I actually had a little bit of a tougher time just because I died so quickly, so easily. You can get the Master Sword easily. Yep, you just have to, like, you know, grab enough of the shrines to do it. Yeah, now that I know, ooh, I'm like, let me, yeah, got it. Let's talk to this dude. Let me get a drink. Here are you. I'll spare you my life story. I guess I should read stuff. I'm just an old fool who lived here alone for quite some time now. You're a bright-eyed young man like you. What are you doing here? Ooh, we might be paraphrasing. Answering a question with a question. Okay, so old fuzzy beard man, great plateau. It's amazing. Sorry, the dialogue tonight's beyond me. Zero, what are your thoughts on Mega Man 11? Seems cool. I'm interested. I would be more excited if it was Mega Man X though. You were so hyped for Breath of the Wild. Yeah, I was very pleased seeing all the trailers. Of course, I only watched like the E3 one, but so I guess the one trailer. We had two trailers. We had one where Link was like dashing away on a horse from a guardian, and it was like 2 seconds, and we had to wait like years before we saw anything else. And then we had the E3 trailer. So pumped. Give me that. Yeah, I'm gonna help myself. It's a secret. Yeah, we'll do whatever we want. Oh man, he's giving us all kinds of ideas. Ooh. Okay, I hope it's better than Mighty Number 9. Mighty Number 9 really wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, because everybody was like, oh, it's so terrible, I can't believe that they even made this game, it's so bad. And then I played it and I was like, it's fine. It's not so bad. Boop. I haven't even beaten the final boss. It was too hard for me. Too hard. Hashtag. Wrecked. I meant to go back to it, but I still have not. To this day, Ugh. Okay, let's not drown. Can't be swimming all around like crazy here. Forgot how the beginning of Zelda works. Ah, the camera. No. No, Okami. Oh, I don't even want to do this right now. Okay, we'll go up the hill since we have to like jump up from. Oh. Yes.
Head for the point marked on the map in your Sheikah slate.
Okay. That sounds amazing. I'll just do whatever the strange voice in my head is telling me to do. That's normal, right? Other people have voices in their heads, right? Ooh, John's playing Mario plus Rabbids. Watch out. I wanna for when you guys get a second and you're not doing anything, make sure you check out John's channel. He's a great guy. I wonder if he's streaming that or if he's just playing it. He might just be playing it, because I feel like he got stuck at a part last night. Oop. Okay. So our washer and dryer work again. So we've been doing all kinds of laundry. Oh, it's amazing. It's also, it's amazing actually how long Joanna and I can last without doing laundry before having to do laundry, because we really haven't been like stretching too hard for clothes. I was wearing like my white t-shirts by the end, my undershirts. I was like, I don't have anything other than my undershirts. Don't touch me. Don't even. Oh, I missed him. How do you miss? Link, Nick. Ooh, I want to die. Nice. Oof. Boof, boof. Oh man, their health starts regenerating so fast. It's almost not worth killing this guy. Oops. Oh well. What can you do? It is hard mode. I actually have been really impressed. I was like, did I hit continue? Because a lot of the times hard mode is just the enemies take more damage and you take less damage before dying, and that's like the end of it. And they did quite a number of things with this mode that made it really neat. Okay, we have that. That's cool. Could just sneak around, but that seems kind of lame. But maybe we won't be as upfront with everybody as we were before. I don't think we need to be at the Temple of Time. I think we're going somewhere else, but I don't care. Do what we want. You know the drill. Okay, so there's just this one. Just the one. Okay. See if we can't be smart about this. Ooh, we're about to get whapped. Ooh. Sticks. Their health just comes back so fast. Ugh. Okay. We can do it. I believe in us. Yeah. Seems like a waste, but we're gonna cut our losses there. We have to climb up here later too, so I don't even know why I'm doing this, but I really want the treasure chest up here. Boo boo boo. We just left. Their health like regenerates, like it does not take long before their health starts to regenerate, and your weapons breaking makes it even harder. And I know a lot of people complained, but I really enjoyed the weapon breaking system. Most of the time I was always full of weapons. I had I didn't have enough space in my inventory, but like I would fill up the space and have like 20-something weapons, but I just wouldn't break them often enough to ever run out so fast that it was a problem. And the enemies get harder as you go, and they get better weapons too, so you know, it helps compensate. I don't want to climb. Ooh. Do not want to climb up here right now, but we're doing it because we're already up here. We'll have to come back up here in a little bit anyway, but it took us all of 2 seconds to get up here. And hopefully hopefully we'll be able to play this a little smart. Usually I'm just kind of like head first into things, but we might actually do a little less fighting and a little more traveling, pick up a few more pieces of equipment before we try to be all crazy. It's like crazy going from like the fully completed game with all the DLC and everything, and then just stripping it back down to nothing. Alright. Time to not die. The first time I played this game, I got up to the top, and instead of pressing B to get down, I accidentally pressed X. I jumped off the top pole and fell to my death. Famously, miraculously. Why isn't his health regenerating? There's a little bloop that you still have. Are you fighting something? A little bloop? No? No, nothing about your little bloop. Oh, that was... we lucked out just then. That was pure luck. Okay. Is the ladder over there? It is. Whoops. Okay. Go. 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 Up and around and over and through. Okay. Now we'll actually do something that we're supposed to do. Woo! Yeah, this is like as good as it gets for weapons right now. I think we have the bow, but we have no arrows, so that's fine. It's just as well. Alright. So let's cautiously head over. They've stuffed... Yeah. I can't even... Oh, cool. They usually tell you how to do that, but yeah, we are not touching that. A silver Lionel. What is that? Is that some kind of like bronze armor, gold armor? I don't even know what that is, but I'll pass. I'm just gonna go this way. Just gonna go this way. Don't mind me. Everybody just like, it's so hard, the Lionel. It is though. The Lionel. Shoot. Just plopped him right down. They were like, well, this is to show you that we're not messing around. Okay. So let's see what we can do about sneaking around. All this sneaking around makes me think of Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm not here. No! That's exactly how it happens in Horizon Zero Dawn as well. Boop, boop. Treasure chest. Wow, nice save. Thank you, thank you. That Lionel blew my mind. I was like, but I just woke up. Yeah, really. I didn't expect it to be like stay away from me. I didn't expect it to be like such a like high level Lionel. I figured, you know, oh, it's just a blue one. Even a blue one though. Okay, stay away from me. Whoa, Lapis Woomy, welcome. Quack. Oh yeah. If your stamina wheel runs out, you'll be too tired. Game. Told them. Oh. Okay. I remember like E3 Bill Trennan was like pushing bombs and stuff around. I just was like amazed by the whole thing. Okay, so we don't have enough time. We're not going to be able to kill him. No, 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 shoot. Oh no, I'm out of running power. My plan, it failed. No. Just run. Don't engage. Okay. If it wasn't two of them, okay. And if I had more than Matt. Okay. Alright. We're alright. Okay. We're okay. We're okay. Keep your rocks out of here, you jerk. I'll distract them for long enough to escape. Definitely gives you a better little, like, sense of dread there, like, whenever something happened. Burbs! Sounds good. Sounds like a plan. We went to Taco Bell, speaking of nothing, and, like, I feel like it's wrong to get Taco Bell without getting Baja Blast. I never do. I never have... I can't think of the last time I've gone to Taco Bell without getting Baja Blast as my soda of choice. My pop. Soda pop. Oh my gosh, it's not soda, it's pop, or vice versa. I don't care. I don't care. Thankfully, this will, like, get us away from that blue goblin. They're all horrible. They were horrible, like, when you first started playing this on normal mode, and you run into your first blue goblin guy, and you're like, oh, okay, here's a guy, and you start attacking him, and then you just get wrecked. At least that's what happened to me. And who were the people who built all this stuff? It's always about, like, ancient technology nobody knows about, but why aren't we ever in those times? I want to be in an ancient technology civilization. The next Zelda will be, like, super futuristic. We're, like, riding around in all kinds of crazy machines and things. It's amazing, watch out. It'd be like an MMO too. You can hop online and do raids and rampage through Ganon's cities of enemies with other people. I inhaled some pop. Help. Help. Joanna. It's nice to know that if I ever needed help, Joanna would just be giggling in the background. The X from when I died that time. I really like the paths that they show you, so you can see everywhere you've been. Regional map, doo-doo. Alright, so we kind of have an A line and a B line we're gonna make after we get off the Great Plateau. So we'll do this as we have to and go from there. Remember. Okay, I'll try. Yeah. It tastes like Baja Blast every time I cough. It kind of is nice. Come on. You're fine. You can do this. Okay. Oh no! He's like a big old snake, kinda. With a mouth. That his jaw unhinges. It looks like he's gonna flip inside out just there. He looked like he was going to. Darn it! Baja Blast! You betrayed me! Just after I was singing its praises. Its pop praises. Well, now it tastes kind of watered down. You're watered down, Baja Blast. Get a job. Okay, can we leave? Okay. Alright. Alright. It's like one of the only times you ever have to manually descend. Okay. Boop. We're good. Boop. Alright. Boop. Okay. Boop. Nice. I was like, hello? And this guy, he teases you with that glider for the whole beginning section, and you're like, oh, okay, I'll take that now. And he's like, oh, do you want it? Here you. Oh, actually, ooh, actually. Oh, it said something. I don't know. No. Oh, that's too bad, I guess. The atrocity, enshrouding. Okay. I had to click on something. It appeared so suddenly that everyone was wrecked before dayfall. Look how tan your clothes are, Link. I'm judging you. Sure. Did you? Okay. I want Majora's Mask and Breath of the Wild to get together and have Zelda baby. Because that seems amazing. And like, you know, the new Gorons, the new Zoras, the new bird people, and even the new, you could be the Deku Sprout, like a Deku Sprout variation. And maybe even some other stuff. And like, that whole idea where you could put on a Mario mask and Link's jump would be higher. Boing. Or like Donkey Kong, and you would climb. You're climbing, your endurance while climbing would like decrease significantly less or something. They have different outfits that do different things. They kind of already do that a little. I'm like, wait, where am I going? Hello. That would be one beautiful baby, I know, right? One can dream. Yeah, he wanted me to go to somewhere that was like easy to see, and I wasn't over there. I wasn't even paying attention to which way he wanted me to go. I grabbed a few pictures from other Zelda playthroughs of mine. Well, from my other one, I guess. I haven't done this that many times. And, let's not get caught by this guy. I thought it would be appropriate to use the one where I was wearing Majora's Mask, a nice branching thumbnail. I grabbed a few pictures I'll switch around with or something. I thought those were cool, those balloon, are they Baku goblins? I forget now, or if they're just goblins and I'm making it more complicated than it needs to be, but, that was neat. The new balloon things for enemies, and they did some other things like that too. Oop, oh, I will take that. You know. Oh, boo, Ruby. Bleh. I forgot. There are at least 3 EX chests on the plateau that we can find. From the first round of DLC. That was great how they did that. They were like, a little bit of DLC for you when you first get the game, and then they like patched us with 2 more really great patches. Or actually, this is the DLC. Hard mode, duh. Boop. Let's do it. And it was $20. I'd say that was worthwhile. I'd pay $20 for stuff like that, because this was a very full game without all the DLC. The DLC really just helped add to it. It was like icing on the cake, really. Oh, you want some more icing? I'm still sad, though, that it's like, I think 2 hearts that you never can fill all the way, because I want full energy bar, of course. Energy meter. And then I thought I read somewhere, somebody was like, yeah, that was the last of the Zelda DLC, which I'm not mad about, because I'm sure they're working on the next Zelda now. Like, I don't know, like, if you're going to leave it with 2 hearts like that at the end, at least just make the heart bar like one less on top, so you can just even it out so that it's not, you know, two hearts extending out and then you have that missing space all the time. Like, just put one of those down and I'll never even notice. I won't complain. 28 hearts, that's more hearts than you could get in any other Zelda game. But I usually just fill the extra 2 spots with yellow hearts, so it works out. It's honestly not that bad. Woo! Do do do. Do do do. And honestly, I like the way they did shrines, but I almost. And then they had the monster things, but I almost would be interested to see like more in terms of Zelda 1. Like in Zelda 1, you can run into dungeons at any time, and actually some of them you couldn't do without special items. And I know like that might seem like it's a restriction, but it's kind of not, because you could see some of the temple already. You could figure out where it was on the map, and then you could come back to it later once you figure out whatever you need to do it, to be able to move forward. But it would have been kind of cool to find like big temple dungeons to explore through, or even like a Skyrim idea, or a Skyrim affiliate idea where they make it not only shrines where you're doing puzzles like this, but some shrines are like filled with enemies. Some have like maze puzzles, or I don't know, some of them are, they're not all just like some kind of set puzzle. I guess these do different things too, but I don't know. I'm going to be happy with anything they do, so let's get real here. I'm not that needy. I'm very pleased with what we got. And Melee Man, how's it going? Woo! Playing Breath of the Wild, of course. First Zelda Breath of the Wild Stream Master Mode. It is! We finished Majora's Mask just so we could start. I'm just gonna... I was gonna say, I think this thing is metal too. Boop. Boop. Nice. Joe and Johnny Bo, Joe and Johnny. Joe and Johnny, Joe and Genebo, Joe and Genebo, and Tallahassee. That's it. Just Tallahassee. What's in Tallahassee? Does it just sound like a nice place? Or do you think, or is there like something cool there? So now I'm like, do I need to go to Tallahassee and see the sights in Tallahassee? Is it the place to be? Boop! He's like, what if he touched it and his whole hand just singed off? This is a different world you're in, Link. Watch out. Can't just be touching random beams of light like it's just nothing. Oh, nice. The creator of this trial, eh? I don't know why you have to make a trial. They're like, only the hero can come in here. So if only the hero can come in here, why don't you just give me the orbs so I can save the world? Why would you make it harder for me than it already is? And then they'd be like, but we wanted you to train. I don't need training. I've done this many a time in the Zelda timeline. At least 10 or 11 or 12 times before in different lives. Just get out of my way, Link says, with his man ponytail, his moany tail. That doesn't work. His brony tail. Watch out. We're on a roll tonight. I need to play some Majora's Mask. And playing other games, that's okay. Majora's Mask is really fun when you get into it, though. It's different on the Nintendo 64 version. I was more used to it on the 64, apparently, but it's really great. And there's actually more to it than what we even could cover, but I wanted to move on, get on to this new game. I wasn't really as concerned about people swinging by as much as I just wanted to kind of get a start. You know, give a little extra push as much as we can, especially now that we need to start pushing on subs. Woo! Watch out. Okay. Oh, you can have the paraglider, but first... Sheikah Slate. Okay. Amazing. Symbol. Ancient technology. Amazing. Amazing. Wow. Okay. Alright. Alright. Oops. I meant to just say okay. I didn't mean to argue it. Like, alright. I'll do whatever you say. Just give it. Okay, so we should just go straight from where we're at right now. Straight. Ooh. Watch out. Watch yourself. Old man. Oh, wrecked. I only call him old though because he's over 100 years old. You have to be over 100 to be considered old for factual religiously. Butterflies. No. Don't run. Be friends. No. We could have been friends. Did not mean to climb down, but it worked. Is this like Nick at Night? It is kind of like Nick at Night, actually. Wednesday night, Breath of the Wild. I just figured... the Great Plateau is like its own beast, so we just take it out in the first log. And we just take it out on the same day. We gotta start some other games. Woo! Okay. Where am I going? Just kind of wandering over here, just doing whatever I want. Watch out. Camillo! Chelsea said there was a party. Oh man. It's pretty hot. We just started master mode though. If you guys haven't checked out Camillo, definitely check him out. He's great. I saw you were doing the master mode trial of the sword. Did you eventually beat? Are you on the middle trials right now? I can't even imagine at this point. I've done like a little bit of this, but then I just kind of stopped and have saved it until now. So here we are, trying to avoid dying as much as possible, but we'll see how it goes. Forgotten and hated. How's it going? No problem. Is Camillo's wife named Camilla? That would be quite. Do you think, like, I don't know, I think I'd have to run into the couple, but I'm like, do you feel weird about them? I guess it's coincidence, but you meet, like, you know, this couple, and both of their names are Bobby. Like, are you like, what? I mean, I guess they couldn't help it. Can't help what their name is, but it'd be awfully confusing. Okay, we can't do anything with that. Get out of here, you guardian scum. This is brutal on the plateau. The plateau is the worst. Oh, it's like, because after you get off the plateau, you can at least, ooh, don't touch me. You can at least you can go get like the Majora's Mask and hide from like the large majority of enemies. It wouldn't be so bad if your weapons, if it didn't take like multiple weapons to kill anyone. Not as a complaint, but just like you just don't get a lot at the beginning. Yeah, I'm interested to see some of the later parts of this as well. I don't even know where we're going to start with all of this. Bombs, hooray! I guess I could have guessed. since there was that big giant bouldery thing out there. Let's see. Can't we click on user? You can, but there's also a link in case it's easier. And you know, if it's easier, a lot of times people tend to gravitate towards it. Nothing like easy. You died with one level to go. Oh no, on the final trials. I don't blame you. It takes so long to get through the final trials too. Let's see. Logan. Oh, Logan. You guys just, you guys and your Logans. I don't know who you guys are, but I don't. It's not really relevant. But how's it going, Chappie 19? It's like the Leave Britney Alone meme, but now it's with Logan Paul. Oh, Logan Paul. We need to like have somebody dress up with runny makeup. I actually didn't even watch those videos either, so I don't know enough to reference. And blonde hair, that's all I know. I know from people talking about it, and from that Weezer song with all those YouTubers back in the whenever that was. That bomb. Yeah, I should have known, I suppose. Got 5K haters by your pick. Sounds crazy. You'll get it next time. I believe in you. Final trials. How do they make final trials very different, or is it just all the hard modes that apply to the same trials that you already did before? I wasn't sure if you like fought new enemies or anything like that. Backstreet Boys and Jonas Brothers have a Nick in it. They do. Nick's a pretty good name. No. Okay. I thought it was going to happen so fast. It's not, I don't even know what. It's not, not be weird, though. So, I'm wondering what all they want to, like, do the same, and what all they want to change in the next Zelda game, and when we'll hear about it. I know, like, John has talked about wanting, like, a side Zelda game, but I really just want, like, another. I want, like, a Majora's Mask, only Breath of the Wild. Wait for our bomb to regenerate. That was more levels, but I think it's the same. Oh, okay, with harder enemies. Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if they like added some of those balloon enemies and other things, but either way, I mean, it's still hard. It took me forever just to beat the final trials the first time, really. Backstreet Boys, watch out! Melee Man's album is going to be hitting the shelves 2018. Go get them while they're hot. Oh, I don't know if anybody else ever watches. I can't remember what to do with that now. I'm sure we'll find out. It was just kind of getting tossed back and forth. What was I? What? I bet you there's a treasure chest somewhere that I didn't see. I'm not going to worry too much about it, but I was rewatching Rick and Morty. Maybe not the best show for everyone, who watches the stream, but it's just so funny though. It's horrible. It's very mature. Just as a warning for all of those who aren't into mature shows. But I was watching the interdimensional television episodes, and those are some real good ones. Let's see. Don't worry about it, Keoland, forgotten and hated. I think if you just, just don't. I don't think it's I don't think it's a big, huge deal. Doesn't seem too insulted by your presence. Okay, you got wrecked by a flying guardian. Oh no! I just recently had figured out that you can shoot off their propellers, and then I felt like really bad. It was like ripping like all the legs off of a bug or something. Like, it was just really bad about doing it afterwards. But of course, it's just the game and their guardian, so I don't feel that bad about it. But they just kind of like flop all around, like they don't even know what to do. They'll still try to get you, but there's nothing left for them to do. Wrecked. Give me this. Okay. It'll be nicer to use. Cool. Should take a bunch of our rusty stuff and go find one of those, why can't I remember their names? The things that suck in air and then they spit out the rocks, and they're at the fire mountain. Okay. That was cool. I feel like I couldn't throw enough bombs to... Woo! Okay. This isn't a good place to be. I regret all of my decisions leading up to this point. Ah! Ah! Okay, alright, we're good. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. It's like playing the final trials now. That's exactly how I start, with a bomb and running away from skeletons. Give me stuff. Give me all the stuff. A spear. You got some of these. Get rid of this torch. Hup. Okay. I don't really want this either. Okay. Grab some stuff. And I never cooked enough with horns and stuff my first time through. I need to do more of that. Sister, brother, mom. Oops. A few years ago, went to a Backstreet Boys concert. That sounds crazy. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do next time. I forgot that. Yeah, it's nice when it's nice to have them like crippled like that. But Joanna said that she went to an NSYNC concert when she was little. NSYNC. Were you too young for Hanson, Joanna? Hanson. Hanson was like my sister's. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm not here. And yeah, oh shoot. Okay. Okay. Oh, we're dead. Okay. But yeah, I think Hanson was like too young for me. It was just before Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, and okay, so he's there. Let's not get caught right this second. How about that? How about that? I need to go over there though, so we want to make this work. Whew. Okay, Johnny Shrooms. Oh. Night Bat. Night Bat. No. Night Bat. The mod, the chat mod vigilante. Don't mind me. Actually, okay, can I... Okay. No. Be super careful. No. Okay. We're gonna do this. Okay. What's up, Yoshi Bro, though? Oh, also, that first song, I think you asked earlier, and I never answered, but, that first song that we play is called Pixeland. I think you asked that. It was like at the beginning of our last stream, and I just never had said anything. Okay, so here we go. Nothing like shuffling your way through a situation. Okay, I forgot where that was. The situation. Isn't that Joey? What's his last name? Vitone? Butone? Gutone? Hutone? Oh, Jersey Shore. What? Oh my gosh, we're in trouble. We're gonna... Okay, we're good. We're good. I never even watched Jersey Shore. Jersey, sure, but I did know all the characters. I feel like everybody knew characters. All the people. No! We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. We're alright. Yeah. Yeah, we're fine. I just don't want them to alert him. Backstreet better than NSYNC. Oh, shots fired. Dang. I almost could never tell them apart. They all look the same and sound the same to me. Is that a bad thing? And Red Spirit Mask, good to see you. Let me. We're just gonna grab a spicy pepper and actually. If you guys haven't checked them out, Red Spirit Mask has a really cool channel, really interesting stuff on there. All kinds of different informative things about different cultures. He's remade some Majora's Mask masks, like redesigns that are really cool, and like the videos that go along with everything are really neat to watch. So definitely check them out when you get that chance. Okay, I was hoping that was the right command. This desolate plateau, the only pleasure that brings me comfort is cooking. Okay, spicy seafood fry that keeps them warm. Nah, I don't want to talk anymore. I don't want to read any more of your lame story, Pops. Okay. Kind of feel bad for throwing that at him, but not really. Wrecked. What? I could probably make some spicy mushrooms. Ooh, pot lead. Pot lead. Okay. Good seeing you as well. How have things been? Okay, let's see. We're gonna do that. And I almost want to save my good bow for something. Pot. Jar. Okay, I was like, why do I keep calling it a pot? And it does say a pot lid. I just wanted to make sure. Let's do a couple of fangs, a horn, and 2 spicy peppers. Alright, this better work, because if it doesn't, we are up Chutes Creek. Oh no! Oh, I shouldn't have used all of my spicy peppers. Okay, we'll just do some mushrooms, make some spicy mushrooms. That should work. That should be okay. Right. Thanks. Next mask I paint will probably be the Mask of Truth. Ooh, that would be super cool. Not sure when it'll be finished though. Those kind of things you can't rush. My friend Luke is an artist, and you know, it seems like just your best work is just going to come as it does. Like, can't force anything, but it's worth it. It's worth the wait. They're really cool. Let's see. Yes, but not sure. But you'll be fine. Don't worry about it. If you act normal and are cool, then I'm sure you will receive the same. I actually, when I first played this, I don't even know how I did it now, but I didn't even see this part, and I remembered seeing this in the trailer, like Link cutting a log with his axe, and being like, oh man, look, you can cut logs down to cross over gaps, which you almost never need to do, but it's still cool regardless. Give me all the apples. Give them all. One time I went to that, the mountain that's dedicated to Iwata, and like, I don't remember when it was, but there were so many apple trees, and they were filled with apples. I should not have done that. Okay. Kind of plan. And, ouch. Ooh, get out of here. Ow. No! Wrong direction! I like want to dodge, but I can't. Can't, there's no dodging in Zelda. Okay. Just gonna have to work this out. I can do it. Me and you. There goes one. Yeah, take that, jerks. Hope you like falling to your deaths. Whoa! Yeah, forget climbing up the tree. What am I doing? Chop it down like a monster. I am man. Hear me roar. That's literally how I feel when I just like chop down like tons of trees in this game. I'm just being like the most destructive person. You ever tried to combine food with flint? It makes something funny. Oh, no way. I haven't actually. I haven't actually. I will though. That sounds really neat. It's neat how many little details there are that I never even noticed. This is so nobody can follow us. Jerks. Okay. Like a good acorn. Nepeta! Good to see you. It's 9. I am supposed to take meds and stay up a while. Oops, too much. Oh, Keel. I mean, there's got to be a better name. Is it one of those deals where you can't change your YouTube name for 90 days or something? Oh, and I never asked if Camillo, if you're still here, I'd never asked if you were still planning on streaming tonight, and if you are, what you were planning on streaming. Seems like kind of one of those things, like, oh, hey. Kind of just help promote, too. Have to excuse me. I'm that kind of person who like is the worst about introductions, and I'll just stand there awkwardly, and like we could have met the night before and been all chummy, and then for some reason I'm like all weird for some dumb reason or other. All right, let's grab all these purple mushrooms. They're beautiful. Just growing right here on the side of the mountain. When I was playing Horizon Zero Dawn the other day, it was to myself, so I guess, you know, whatever sad points it is when you make only yourself laugh, but I was like, there's no climbing, 3 out of 10 IGN, and then I laughed to myself. Sad times. Joanna was next to me, but she was either asleep or she was doing something else. I guess, like, you have to tell jokes to yourself sometimes. Oop. We're making it. As long as we're not impatient about it. It's like my biggest reason why I fall when I'm climbing is because I want to like jump up to the next ledge. Wait, when you chop trees, do leaves fall off? Sometimes they do actually. Sometimes they don't. But yeah, they have like, there's a special leaf weapon, a Korok leaf, and it has like this wind thing to it, which actually is a really neat. They originally had that wind bellow gust thing in Minish Cap, The Legend of Zelda Minish Cap, and then Skyward Sword had its own version of that, like wind bellow, the jar that has wind in it. I don't know why, but I really like that for some reason. Just like a jar that you open up and it just like blows wind out of it. Just, I don't know, something about it. It's very neat. Anyway, so that whole wind pushing idea is a cool idea for puzzles and different things too. So I'm glad they found a neat way to put that in. Yeah. Feel a bit sorry for Horizon Zero Dawn since it seems like it got overshadowed by Zelda. I know, like, if Zelda would have just come out last year like it was supposed to, Horizon Zero Dawn, not last year, if it would have come out the year before, like that, because originally it was going to come out the holiday before the March, and then they put it off so they could release it on the Switch as well. But if they would have just released it in 2016, Horizon Zero Dawn would have won all of the awards, and it would deserve it, because Horizon Zero Dawn is a really excellent game. I was hesitant at first, and there are some story parts, but the story really does nothing to hurt it. I kind of don't mind the way Nintendo does stories where they almost just give you enough to just give you the motivation to go. Sometimes if it's too much story, it's like, okay, let's go do one thing and then listen to people talk for 10 minutes and then go do something else and then, you know, rinse and repeat almost. Sit down and watch a cutscene for 20 minutes. Am I going to play or am I going to sit here and are they going to, you know, like when you can't tell if you're about to play or if they're just about to show you like a little sequence where the main hero does something. Oh, they jumped out of the way just in time. Oh. Nice. 2 Pro. No. No, I don't have the thing back yet. I wasn't thinking. Okay. Burb sounds good. I like Horizon, but I think Zelda hit the notes it was trying to play. I agree. Yeah, I think Horizon was a lot of fun, but definitely if you have to stack the two up next to each other, I would be 100% behind Zelda all the way. Ooh. Oh, I shouldn't. Let's not be too dumb. I do want that treasure chest because we could really use some nice items here at the beginning. I didn't find the other one, and I wasn't really too worried about it, but this time it would be nice. Ah! Jeez! It just like appears. It doesn't even give you any warning. Oh, speaking of nothing, I'm still super hyped for Dark Souls. I keep thinking about Dark Souls Remastered and how fun it'll be to play again. Woo! Okay, there's a hammer. Sorry, arm. Whoop. I will take that. I need to get back into it. I would really love for Zelda to take on a bigger narrative. Yeah, I really wouldn't mind. I have very low standards in terms of certain things. So I was really satisfied. But yeah, I wouldn't have minded a little more. I think the biggest thing that I really missed from Breath of the Wild was that it had no real post-game. Like, just put Zelda somewhere. They did it with Peach. But, you know, Zelda could be in different locations. Like, whenever you show up, oh, she's there too. Or, like, I don't know what they could have done, but it would have been nice to, like, beat the game and then have them be like, oh, you beat it, and Zelda's back, and now it's just the world. And you can explore it as you want, and it acknowledges. And then you can go back on, like, memories to replay the bosses. But later, in the DLC, they made it so you can replay bosses anyway, so... a post-game, just for me, for some reason, just really helps add... It helps add to the reward of, like, beating the game. When they don't give you that little bit of that post-game, it's like they're almost like, well, it didn't actually happen. You beat it, but you'll never actually beat it. Oh, beep beep, free gift card giveaway. How's it going? Long time no see. Good to see you, though. How you been? Did you hear that rumor that Link's Awakening is getting a remake that will borrow some free roaming elements from Breath of the Wild? That would be super cool. Link's Awakening is actually a Zelda that's really underrated for me. I've played it and wanted to get into it, but like I was too young at the time that it originally released to be any good at it, and since then I've just kind of played it but never really gotten into it. I got more into the Oracle games, not that they're necessarily better, just that that was around the time when I was old enough to really appreciate the Game Boy Zeldas, because they're a little bit of a different speed for the most part. There are only a couple Zeldas that I consider mainline Zeldas that are from the portable series, and the two games are A Link Between Worlds and Minish Cap, and all the other Zeldas, portable-wise, I always kind of consider to be more of kind of side Zelda games, so to speak. And then, like, Four Swords would be one of the only console Zeldas that I would consider to be kind of a side Zelda as well. And I'm sure that's not everybody's opinion, but Let's see. I am back. Good night. See ya. It's been fun. Hopefully we'll see ya again soon. You have a good one. Okay, I almost feel bad for all of the monsters that I've been avoiding fighting, but it's just almost... It's almost unrealistic for me to fight all of these right now. And I also have other plans that will go off a lot better if I have more weapons, so it'll be nice. It's like, it's hard to be like, well, it was fun, bye forgotten and hated. It's hard to like kind of try to present that in a like an upbeat sort of way. It was fun, but we all forgot about you and we hate you, but we don't. I was just saying because of based off of your username. Was I so cold that I got hurt again? Anyway, when I first did this, I came up some weird way, but I found jalapenos that way. And it was not this way, but this way is a much easier way to go up this mountain. And then I remember I found my first like rock ring that was missing a rock, and I was like, what is this? And I marked it, and I was like, well, I'll have to come back here eventually. It wasn't until much longer that I figured out, oh, there's a missing space, and if you fill it out. Okay, let's find what's his face. Well, what's his face? What's your face? You're back. Welcome back. I consider basically every Zelda canon except for the CDI stuff. Yeah, I could see that in the I can't speak, but yeah, the TV show basically. Yeah, I agree. Basically, if it's on the timeline, I think it's canon. I agree. I definitely, all their games I would definitely consider canon. But I kind of like do this weird like sorting system where some of them are like mainline and some of them are kind of those side quest B lines, so to speak, Zeldas. Not that they're any worse. It's just this weird category of Zeldas that I've conglomerated everything. There are the portables that are in that like side story-ish one, like the Triforce Heroes. Not bad. Not a bad Zelda at all. Oh, I should not have done that. Ooh, lucky! Nice. I knew you were up here. I knew it! It's amazing. Press pins. Got it. But, yeah, I think the timeline's really interesting. I almost feel like the timeline is like it is and it isn't. It's kind of like a loose thing. It's like, if you are the kind of person who needs the timeline, here it is. But a lot of these I could just see as just different retellings of the same story. But just, you know, as it's been passed on, different things change about it. That's kind of how I always figured Zelda was. It's not necessarily that Link, it was like, oh, all these generations of Links and Zeldas. But honestly, I kind of like it that way as well. Like, all these generations of Links and Zeldas that are always, like, keeping evil at bay. It's kind of cool. Sometimes I feel like it keeps us from having any other main villain, though. One of the reasons why I liked Minish Cap so much was because its main villain was not Ganon. And I think they did a really good job here, especially with Ganon, because he feels really good, really fresh, really nice to fight still. I wasn't tired of him by any means, but sometimes I wouldn't mind seeing, and not just that like dubious side character like Vati was in Twilight Princess, but like an actual villain of sorts. You know, maybe somebody inspired by Ganon even, like from this era. Like, the next Zelda takes place 5 to 10 years in the future from where this one ends, and there's like a lot of like ancient technology more that's been uncovered, and they do different things with stuff like that. I don't know. And then they could delve, like, you know, you have this big world that you kind of already got it based on, and then you can kind of get into underwater stuff as well. The Oracle of Seasons were really cool. I kind of thought the season wand would come back in Breath of the Wild just because I thought it'd be cool to control seasons in an open world. That would be super cool. Or even if it had like seasonal effects, like that could do different things. There's a green pile of leaves and you turn it into a fall pile of leaves. Rather than green, it turns brown, and then the wind picks it up and blows it away, or makes it easier to catch on fire. Stupid little things. Not necessarily that that's stupid, but that would be really cool to see, like, what would change. I did appreciate them putting in the fire wands, like the different weapons, like the Great Boomerang, the Lizal boomerang sword weapons. I really like those interesting kinds of weapons. I'd love to see more types of enemies, but I literally, they could come out with any Zelda game and I would be pleased. So my standards are very low as far as, you know, being pleased by a Zelda game from Nintendo. It definitely was starting to feel just a little old, and I didn't want to feel like that, but I loved Skyward Sword, but it just made me feel like the system was getting really tired out, and that's another reason why I really appreciated Breath of the Wild, is because it like gave a breath of new air into the series. I don't know. No. Ooh, he's like a big spider. Oh no. Ah. No. Ooh, I'm afraid. Ooh, ouch. Okay, wait. If I get hit by that again, I'll die. I was like, wait, I can do it! I've never even tried to parry one of these shots before. Jeez! Okay. Ooh! Oof, baboof! Get out of here. Don't, no. This would be where it would be worth using the hammer. Take this, you jerk. I'm glad he just stared at me like a total ignoramus, because I would have been killed otherwise. Ancient screw. Yeah, Unu. Oh, G2G. Well, appreciate you being here, Nepeta. Thanks again. Speaking of Lizalfos, I heard their skeleton arms can be thrown like a boomerang. Ooh, yeah, they can. I have done that before. It's really fun. Because I really like that boomerang aspect. It works like a sword and a boomerang. But yeah, that definitely is true. Ooh. Yep. Okay, cool. Bop. Traveler Spear. Okay, what junk do we have? What's our junkiest junk? I really wanted to keep this because I like the idea of throwing things off of the side of things, but we're gonna have to get rid of it. Correct. No! This Korok leaf is like, please no! I swear you could use me! As it falls to its doom. I'll take a spear. And this axe. Okay. And this thing. Oop. Oop. And like, anytime. Amazing. Oh, oh, whoops. Amazing, though. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, and one of the enemies that I missed the most, I think, from Breath of the Wild, speaking of nothing, were Redeads. Oh, every Zelda game, every new Zelda game that comes out, I always look forward to the new iteration of Redeads. They're always creepy and cool, and they're like probably one of the more creepy things in Zelda that can fit in without seeming too weird. And I just really like them. I mean, I guess these guys are kind of like Redeads. If I had to take anything, I would take these guys as the Redeads of this Zelda because I just like those characters so much, even though I know they're not really, but they kind of look like it. They're like if Redeads were ancient monks or something. Ancient spiritual monks. Hooray! Alright. Very nice. May the goddess smile upon you. No, you. And you. And you. Okay. So that actually wasn't as bad as I was thinking. To go through the plateau. I think the reason why I had such a hard time before was because I was so bent on trying to kill enemies still, and especially at the beginning, you did not want to, don't want to be doing that. Well, yeah, the monks are Redead-esque, yeah. Yeah, because it's funny, I'm pretty sure one of your videos was talking about, the only reason why I say pretty sure is because I don't want to be like, oh yeah, one of your videos was talking about, and you're like, that wasn't me. Anyway, it was, you were talking about how much you liked Redeads and their design, and said something about, you were talking about Redeads, and I was like, oh, and Wind Waker ones are the best, and then you said something about Wind Waker Redeads, and I was like, oh, because those ones, like, still creep me out. Like, of course I'm not, like, having nightmares about it or something in my sleep, but, ugh. Like, if I ran into one of those in real life, I would not, I don't think I would, I don't even know what I would do. I would just be like, I don't exist anymore. Life as we know it is a lie. Never sleep again. Ooh, I remember this one time when I was little, I had this dream where, like, I was, like, up in my bed. It's one of those dreams where everything looks just like real life, and my door of my closet was cracked, and, like, somebody popped out and screamed really loud, and, then I woke up, of course, all freaked out from my dream, and I look over and my closet door is open just like it was in my dream, and I was like, is somebody gonna scream? Ah! Is it gonna be a Redead who's screaming at me? Oh, man. Spotted. Oh, I still don't have any arrows. Maybe he can shoot me down a couple. Okay, those are not the arrows that we want. No. Oh, my mistakes were. Ooh, what? Boo! I like how the game over is yellow though. I'm surprised. That's like only only the second game over of our. Wait, or maybe the third. But either way, of our master mode career, I'm impressed. I wonder if Redeads will ever return. I hope so. I feel like they will. Those are some of the best Zelda enemies. Yeah, I love Wind Waker Redeads because they look similar to, yeah, and I'm going to say Rapa Nui, but excuse me if I mispronounced it because I'm terrible at pronunciations. Now that I've played some of Horizon Zero Dawn, I've only played a little bit of it, and actually, we'll be messing with it some, but now that I've played a little bit of it, it just makes me want, like, a few things. Like, I wish I could throw rocks over in the distance, like little rocks that would, like, distract them. But now that I think about it, I kind of can do that with a bomb. Don't notice me. Don't notice me, senpai. No, don't! No, do it. Nobody asked you to. Okay. Go, go, go. No, no. Oh, you jerk. Oh, you jerk. Get your barrels out of here, you stupid. Give me these apples. Ugh. No. I want to take your steak because you guys are jerks. I'm out. Peace. I'm out. Ooh, that bat. Don't you even think about it. Don't you even think about it. It's thinking about it. You can see it. Ooh. And these bats only have one eye. Or they have two eyes, but they're right next to each other. I'm not positive. I think redeads can work again if they also reintroduce more classic style dungeons. I agree. I really want, like, basically just like holes in the grounds that are like deep, dark, like dank cave cavern systems that have all kinds of creepy, spooky enemies. Like, not just shrines, but also because they did vary the shrines in Breath of the Wild, but I want more environmental things to like go into. And then I don't know how you would make that different. And then every time I say that, I'm like, oh, you're not appreciating Breath of the Wild. I do love Breath of the Wild. I just want more, like, I want more, a few less shrine puzzles and a few more cave systems and defeat this giant horde of enemy kind of scenarios. Ah! I like how you can just blow up trees, though. Let's see what's this. Goodbye. It was nice knowing you. Really, it wasn't. Nope, don't, no. Jerk. Ah! I thought that was just gonna kill him. Okay. So, I don't think I should be down here. Like, I can be down here, but it's not helping me. And I don't want to walk around either, so this is, I think, our easiest solution, except for I don't have the glider, so I need to be careful not to fall into the freezing cold water. Okay, here we go. It's making our way across. Don't mind us. So what do you guys use? Do you... Oops! Oh, drown wrecked. Hopefully it'll put me somewhere that wasn't where I was before. But do you guys use only motion controls? Do you only use the stick? Or do you do like a mix between the two? I usually do a mix, depending on the camera work that needs done while doing whatever it is that's relevant. No, I love Breath of the Wild, but I missed the classic dungeons too. Yeah, and I wouldn't even need necessarily like the dungeons the way they used to do them, where it's just a bunch of keys and doors that you unlock and everything, but it would be really neat just to explore some different settings like that. Okay, so I think I'm going the wrong way. I'm still going the wrong way, and I'm still doing it. Stop going this way. Anytime. It just looks like... Is there a way? Right over there? Like a bridge? There's a bridge! Maybe. This might have been a bad decision as well, but... I'm gonna have more trouble getting to what's-his-face than... I did getting out here. Okay, so there is a bridge, but I'm not feeling good about it. Oh, you jerk. Oh, it's this bridge. Okay, let's just save so that way I don't have to go back so far. If I had a weapon that I felt was worth sacrificing, and we're just so early on, I just feel the need to keep everything, but I really gotta book it because he's gonna nail me. Okay, Okay. We got this. Different approach, obviously. I'm surprised there's no likes. Yeah, really, they would work well with the weapon system. Yeah. Like, and the longer they have you, the more weapons it takes, and the less it returns. That would be really neat. I wonder, I'd love to see, like, a list, basically, of all the different ideas they had for enemies and you know, runnings around. And what they could keep and couldn't keep. I feel like a few things they made sure they didn't go too crazy because they were already messing with the Zelda formula a lot, and they didn't want to introduce us all to like a ton of new concepts and really just lose us. But jerk! Ooh, don't you touch me. Oh, blowing myself up. Get up. Get out of my face, jerk. Woo, Boko Bat. Yeah, take that. I really like the skeletons though, and I like the system of how they they'll try to grab each other's heads when they lose their own, and how you don't they're not all dead until you've killed all of the group's heads that are there. Man, when you get really far into Breath of the Wild, it's like, oh, treasure chest, whatever. But here early on in hard mode, it's like, a treasure chest! Hooray! Don't fall in the water. No. No! We were doing so well. Wrecked. I used motion, but turn them off because apparently it's bad to use them. If I use the gamepad, I'll use motion aiming, but I usually use the Wii U Pro Control, which is no motion. Oh, right, the Wii U Pro Controller. You're right. Yeah, Did we get what was in the treasure chest? Did it like save the stuff? I don't even remember what we got. It did! Hooray! That was very nice of you, Zelda. I appreciate that. But yeah, I'll even use motion. It's the worst situation to use motion controls when you are in handheld mode with the tablet, because like you've got to move it all around, and I do it still, so I'm like moving my whole body. I guess you kind of do that with the 3DS, but whoa, no more dying. We were doing so well, and then you started falling into stuff. It was you, Link, not me. Oh, I didn't even think to do that before. Dumbo, Nick, Dumbo. Look, there's a metal thing right here, too. It's so many different ways that I could have done that. Oh, well. I really want to cook something. Ooh. I'll take that. I see a fire, but it's not. Okay, and he's got a chest. A treasure chest. Oh, there are other ones, though. And he's going to see me. Oh. You scum. Dirt. You jerk. Okay. I think the important thing right now is the glider. I think I'm now getting distracted. But... Oop, oop, oop. Tried to swing at him and I didn't have anything left to swing with. Okay. Let's see if we can get this, though, without needing the extra stamina. Likes would make me too salty. I read that and I meant to read it out loud. It would be... like, man, like if it was some kind of weird little almost mini game-esque kind of way to get out of a like you have to like press something, or I don't even know what you'd do. They'd probably just do that control stick where you tap it back and forth really fast until it lets you out. But it would either way be cool, and then they take all your weapons. I liked this little subtle detail. They were like, oh, if you open it different, it opens different. And he like punches the chest. That was cool. Our first arrows of the game! Hooray! Okay. Don't mind me, jerks. Is somebody down here? I saw an exclamation mark, but I don't see a person. Oof. I was wondering if I had space. Poop. Ugh. Eyeball. I want it. Don't you touch me. Whew. That was lucky. Their bones like go flying everywhere. Whoever's idea though it was to make those, solid idea. When you first left the Great Plateau, your first play of this game, which direction did you go? I went south just because I felt most people wouldn't go that way. Yeah, I was fooled and tricked. I wasn't thinking about it. They were like, "Ooh, if you go this way, somebody over here wants your help." And there were so many options of where to go at the beginning. I just couldn't even decide. So I was like, "Well, they said go this way, so I'll go this way." So I went to Zora domain first, which that's actually a really good special ability to grab, but I feel like south would be really good. No! Oh, okay. Gasping for nothing. What's her face? Urbosa's power would be super helpful, especially early on. Yep, Link is willing to punch a chest, but not an enemy. Yep. Can't punch an enemy. I don't blame him. Could you imagine how weird it would be? Like, you know, maybe if we had an item that we equip, like brass knuckles or something, but just like if Link could just regularly punch stuff. It would be kind of funny. Just because I feel like I've never seen Link punch anything before. That's not the button I meant to press. I swear. I swear I did not mean to press the Y button. Whoops. Whoops. Okay. Let's move on. Don't drag it out, Zelda. I saw. It was the game over. We get it. It was like, way to go, noob. Melee Man is a Pikachu now. Oh wow, he's a Pikachu? Okay, so that was nice of them. We're just gonna do this. And we're gonna risk it to get the biscuit. We're gonna go down a little so at least the wall next to us isn't like a weird incline. That brass knuckle thing is a good idea. Hey, thanks. Yeah, I feel like no, I think I'm thinking of like a bracelet from the Game Boy games. But I was like, I almost feel like they did it in one of them. My face itched. Gotta wear the Switch shirt. Gotta represent. Give me those mushrooms. That's all I got left. Okay. So these trees make me feel very uneasy. Here's a bird egg. Oop. Okay, I see some mushrooms. I could go for some mushrooms. And maybe... Oh shoot. Okay, I was gonna say maybe if I am careful and sneak up on this base and grab their stuff. That's all I want. I just want your stuff. Bye. Thanks for your stuff. I couldn't even carry that much. And now I can't run. Don't mind me. Blue nightshade. Ooh. Okay. I didn't grab their cooking steak. I should have. Oh well. Okay. Yeah, I like how they did some futuristic-y kind of things. I mean, it's technically, oh no, it's technically ancient technology, but it's got that like, you know, future-y technology feel. I like magic, but with Zelda, I feel like it's got this neat, like, I don't know, the technology stuff has it's neat to see a mix of like swords and shields with futuristic technology rather than giving Link like a gun. Here he goes. This is natural. But they gave us like a crazy arrow that that like flips out and I don't know why I'm doing this. My bomb! Jerk! No! Ooh. Ooh-wee. Ooh. I knew I wasn't going to be able to dodge that one. Get up, Link. Stop being a stick in the mud. There we go. I was like, what's the deal? What's the deal with airline food? Whatever. Ain't even. Big old jerk. Take that! Hoo-hoo! I don't know what kind of sound that was for killing an enemy, but I'll take it either way. Get wrecked. Ruby! Ooh! Nice. Got some opal, some flint. Nice. Final Fantasy games let you choose between a sword fighter or a monk. I always choose the main guy. A fist fighter. Yeah, that would make sense. Just because it's funny to me that you can go around a fantasy world decking monsters in the face. It's like your brass knuckles. Always like those. There's always one of those like dojo fighting members. Come back! No! Lizard! Miss it. In this game, like, I'll hunt some stuff, but I definitely feel bad for shooting foxes and things. Most birds I don't kill. But like in Horizon Zero Dawn, I do not care. If I see an animal and I'm feeling like I need some meats, I will shoot it right away. Okay. Just gonna head up here. Ooh, we should chop this tree down. Up. Give me all your apples. Put them up! Put all your apples in the bag and no one gets hurt! Ugh. Can't even grab wood from a tree. Pop, pop, pop. Oh. Just gonna wander off into the water. There's a spot you can bomb over here. I was gonna say. Wait a second. Let me make sure. Let me go over here and see. Huh. Nice. Treasure. Treasure for your leisure. I don't actually say treasure, I say treasure. But some people do say treasure. Treasure and warsh and all kinds of weird things. Ramen instead of ramen. I like saying ramen because I think it sounds funny. Ramen noodles. And then people are like, I think you mean ramen noodles, and I'm like, I think I know already. Thank you for the correction, though. Give me some stuffs, lady. You owe it. You owe me things. Give them. Give them all over. Could you imagine if a game was like, well, you're the hero, so here you go, and it just gives you everything, and you just, from the beginning, just have it all. I feel like, of course, it wouldn't be as fun. Like, maybe you get everything, and then the game is about, like, unlocking new skills that let you do new things with all the everything you get or something. That would be the only way I could imagine that it would still be interesting to play. You gotta have unlockables, stuff that you get over time, because then you're like, oh man! And it helps you learn the game, of course, too. It doesn't just throw all the information at you at once and expect you to just do it. Incoming. Speaking of nothing, I did like how little Zelda holds your hand in Breath of the Wild. They're just like, here you go, go. And I know that they were planning on keeping that openness to it, but I really hope they know that I wouldn't mind, even though certain things are open, some things I'll have to come back for later once I get different items and materials. This game is made so no matter where you are, you can complete any task with the given materials, you know, from the Great Plateau, the basic essentials. But you know, it's kind of cool when you see that thing off in the distance and you're like, what is that? And then later you get this item and you're like, oh shoot, I can go over and do this now. I feel like that's what a lot of people like about Metroid types of games and things like that. I've been hearing lots of fun rumors about maybe a new 2D Metroid. That would be cool on the Switch and some other things. I keep hearing stuff about Thursday we're supposed to get another Nintendo announcement. And I don't know about everybody else, but I'm still super pleased with our last one. You know, I could do without the Pokken updates, whatever, Donkey Kong Country, whatever. There was another something that was just kind of like, eh. But Kirby, man, that Kirby game looks like it's going to be so fun. And Dark Souls Remastered and Mario DLC. I mean, I know it's not like the DLC that everybody was hoping for, but it's definitely the signifier that, yes, they are actually, factually doing DLC. Because up until this point, they really never said for sure one way or another. And sometimes Nintendo can just be like that, you know. Everybody thinks like, oh, they're going to do Pokemon Gray, and then they come out with Pokemon Black 2 and White 2. So, just always got to be on your toes. You can't rely on too much of anything because Nintendo really likes to mix things up, which I appreciate. I love that Switch shirt, I know, right? I know what you mean. I like saying things oddly from time to time, right? It's just fun. I don't know. And half the time, like, real things I can't pronounce anyway, so it's not like I can go out and just be like, I am the master of pronunciating words. It's all smoky. They're all smoky. They always talk about, that would be a cool game, too. Skyward Sword and kind of this game as well have both mentioned this big war that kind of went down with the goddess and the hero and the original evil. And it would be super cool if they did a Zelda that was about the original goddess and the original hero and the original evil. And it would be neat if the original evil wasn't... I'm pretty sure it's not Ganon. Skyward Sword, it was... I forget his name, but it was... Ganon was not the main enemy. I forgot that was the case. Because I feel like Ganon came after that. But it would be neat to have, like... It would be neat to see that side and then be in the war. And you would have different points in time when, like, you know, crazy stuff would be happening. Raids or different giant battles. You could do, like, a contextual thing where, like... It's not like you go to one place and it's always a war zone, but it's like randomly throughout the map. Sometimes you'll run into like different parties of different groups all like colliding with each other, and you could just like get roped into it at any point in time. The possibilities are limitless. Yeah, the new Direct was cool. They're porting Wise 8 to the Switch. Oh, right, I forgot. It's kind of like Zelda. They're porting another game, too. The World Ends With You, which I thought was cool. You're thinking of Demise. Yes. Yes. I was going to say, because I feel like he was the original, like, bad guy. I mean, I don't want to say that and be wrong about it, but Skyward Sword is basically the earliest iteration in the timeline, because that was kind of when the timeline was a big deal to everybody. A bigger deal to everybody, I should say. And they were like, well, this one, you know, there was one thing that happened before this, and this is the first Link and the first Zelda, so I imagine that would mean Demise was the original evil guy. Skyward Sword definitely had some moments that weren't as great, but it still was a good Zelda game. I think one of the things that I didn't like the most about it was just the disjointed feeling of the 3 different zones, and then you would go back to zones to go further into them. It was just a little, I don't know, it wasn't bad, but it was just a little different, I think, than what we were all anticipating, but not in this kind of different way where it's amazing, but different in like a, you guys didn't change enough, so it feels like kind of weirdish. But Skyward Sword's by far not my least favorite Zelda game by any means. The only main Zelda that I've never beaten is Zelda 2, and it's actually on the list. After we beat every other Zelda game, we're going to go back and play and beat Zelda 2, and it's going to be amazing. I got really far once, but then I lost my save and just have never gone back to it again. I want prehistoric Zelda, just caveman Link fighting with a stick. He's just like beating stuff down. He's Ganon, an earlier version. Yeah, I wasn't sure, like, you know, like he was kind of evil, and then Ganon was kind of like the evil that took form after, or he was maybe even inspired by, or like it was his god of some sort, was Demise. Demise and Ganon became one. They're awfully similar looking though, so. You beat Zelda 2, nice. It's tough. It is tough. I got, oh, there's some weird part where you can't see any of the enemies and you need to find like a mirror or something. So I got there, but I never found the mirror, and then that's when I lost it. Or even a team up. Let's see a mashup where Link, I don't even know how they would do it. Link and Mario, worlds collide, and Bowser and Ganon are like, let's do this. They grab Zelda and Peach, and they start taking over the place. Like, and it's like a mashup where like Link and Mario somehow like got mashed together, so it was literally like they would call him Mario or something like that. I don't know, Ling Nario, I don't know what they would call him, but Mark. And he could like jump super high and do like Mario jumping stuff on the enemies, but then he also ran around with a sword and shield and a bow and arrow. Still do that slow-mo, so you could jump on a Goomba and bounce off of him, and then like slow-mo and shoot enemies. Pew, pew, pew. Paraglider, finally, I'll take it. Zelda 2 should be remade, I agree. With just a few gameplay fixes, it would be a great game. Honestly, I would love to just see it just like a 3D remastered even. I know it's not that long of a game, so, you know, it could just be like a $20 remaster if they wanted. I don't know if that's such a thing, like if that would exist. But I would totally just, if they updated some sprites, maybe fixed a couple things here and there, but it was mostly just the same game, that would be really cool. Boom, destroy Ganon, finally! Alright. Yeah, they want us to seek out Impa. We need to go over here-ish. Here-ish. And we're off! Hooray! That was not bad at all. It only took me blabbing and a lot of other things, but it only took us a couple hours to do it all. Mark! Yep, that's a hero name, right? I just really couldn't think of anything for a second. Oh, okay. So, let me get rid of this red, because we don't... That's useless. Cool. Let's get out of here. So we're going to be pretty vulnerable still, of course. The first thing I want to do is actually go get the Majora's Mask. And I'm not sure if people are like, oh, that's cheesing the game. But to me, like, if they give you the item to use in the game, then you're just being smart and using the item they give you. Like, yeah, I could not wear it and have more of a challenge, but I also don't see anything wrong with just popping it on. It really helps at the beginning when we're so weak, because we can't take on a lot without getting wrecked. Let's see if we can snag a horse right off the bat. Wouldn't that be nice? I really like these turquoise horses. They're very pretty. Oh no! My stamina's! I forgot! I forgot! Wait! My love! Don't leave! No! Okay, wait. My, like, hick accent's pretty decent. Sometimes it's too decent, and I'm like, alright, you gotta stop talking like that, because somebody's gonna think you're a hick. No! You're not escaping. They were like, the solid colored horses are more for advanced players, and the spotted horses are for beginners. And so I just went right out for the solid color when I first started playing Zelda. I remember I spent like a good hour at least just running around chasing horses, looking for one with like nice stats, and then working with it and getting it to be okay. I'm actually excited. The motorcycle is really cool in Zelda, but it definitely kills the need to have a horse. And they give you that item that lets you teleport your horse wherever you go, and that's super nice and useful and helpful. I would help them, but it's a dog-eat-dog world. So yeah, there are just some aspects of playing this over again that I'm really looking forward to. First horse I tried to tame was the giant horse. Dang, it didn't end well. Yeah, I remember. I had no idea because I purposely avoided as much information as I possibly could about Zelda, and so I had no idea what this game was even going to be like for the most part. And so I'm finally, like, at one point wandering around, and I'm like, holy crap. I was looking at all the horses, and they're like, all these horses, and then there's this gigantic monster horse. I was like, is this real life? Is there anything worth killing you for? I don't think so. Your life isn't worth me taking. It sounds terrible. I also like that they give you like a horse god, so to speak, a horse fairy, so if you ever like lose your horse, you can get it back. I've done that once. I think I've only had to do it once or twice, but still, ouch. Whoops. One time was because I couldn't see the guardian, and I didn't know where to go to be able to avoid the beam. Easiest way to coax these is just to, rush around with them, and as soon as they slow down, you just soothe. Because the speed change is natural, because horses only, run fast for so long. And then the speed change also is a signifier for trying to help bond. Exchange ruins. I'm like, I don't remember where all the extra treasure chests are. But I'm just kind of like, if I could run into one or two as I was going without paying too much attention, I totally would be fine with that. We should pick up any shrines and things that we see on the go as well. I would help them, but it's like red goblins. Baku goblins don't exist anymore. Because these are black. Good luck. Good flippin' luck. Alright. Alright, horse. There's gonna be... Maybe even if I don't do the shrine... Oh, I lost it. I could at least... There it is. I can at least hit the warp spot. Like, I don't really feel like doing it right this second, especially since we have this new horse. But later, you know, we can always warp back here. I can't imagine I'll play for crazy amounts of time. I think what we'll do for tonight, well, we'll see. I had a couple more things that I wanted to do on my list. I want to do at least one of those two things. So we'll do that one, and we'll see where we are at the end of that. Okay, well, of course, and the one thing that I want to do right now is just go find Majora's Mask. Who's Majora? Who's this Majora you keep speaking of? Joanna says. Is she younger than me? I don't know, I couldn't think of what people say. You're back for another stream! Woo! Welcome, QJR. How's it going? Where'd you end up eating at? We went to Taco Bell. Pretty exciting stuff. How's it been? Woo! I need to... How have all of your streaming things been? Let me press pause here real quick. Actually, if you guys haven't checked them out, I really should be... I really need a Nightbot command. But QJR is a good streamer as well. So when you get the chance, QJR. Okay. Here's his link, just in case, in the future, if anybody needs it. Nice. Very nice. I'm liking the games. Ooh, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. That sounds fun. Okay, sorry, I had to peek in. Creep on QJR. I'm sorry, I haven't been to your streams recently. I'm so bad about going to people's streams, and then I feel bad about it later. But then, you know, I don't know. But I'm going to try. I'll try to be around here and there. I've been also trying to find a job, but now, with this new, like, YouTube partnership stuff going on, Joanna and I are kind of pushing towards that as well. Of course, I'm not looking for a job any less than I was before, but okay, horse, let's chillax here. Anyway, but you know, with a little bit of the extra spare time, we're going to try to dump it in here. Just because Joanna and I have been partnered with YouTube, it took us quite a bit of work because we were posting videos at the time, so it took a lot longer for us to hit the original bare minimum requirements, and it just kind of sucks to lose that. So it's not the end of the world. It's not like we would end our YouTube careers if we lost our partnership with YouTube and couldn't monetize anything. And it's not like we make enough money to monetize anything now, but you know, it's just Joanna and I have earned a small amount of money on YouTube, but we've worked hard for it and we're proud of it. And it's just, it kind of signifies, you know, like, oh, like, I remember, like, I literally remember earning our first $1 on YouTube. And of course, we haven't been able to cash out. It's not like we can go to the bank, pay off our student loans and our house mortgage. Watch out, we're cashing out. But it was nice. And it's, you know, our own content that we've been working on and producing. So it's just been a nice aspect of YouTube, even though it's not like the reason why we're doing it. So it just, that's, I guess, the bigger reason why Joanna and I were miffed about the whole situation. And I'm sure it'll help in the end. And Joanna and I are going to start stepping up on some stuff. We're going to start playing, oh crap. We're going to start playing some other games too as we go on. Wednesdays will always be Zelda. But you know, here on some of these other days, we'll play some other games. Where are some rupees? Where are some rupees? Hope my horse doesn't run away. Johnny's stuck in a well! Johnny? Oh. Nothing. Horse is still there. I'm like, is there any chance that there's a beetle on any of these trees? Had a beetle anywhere? Beetle. Anybody had a beetle? That would be... Don't you go anywhere, horse! I'm watching you! There's a dog. Ew, don't yell at me, weirdo. Freaking me out. Okay, there's Beetle. Maybe I can just sell something to him. Certainly I have enough to sell 20 rupees worth of something. That horse is trying to get away from us. Don't worry, I stream at a really awkward time, so okay. And no problem. We appreciate you stopping into the channel, and we've been trying to support other YouTubers as well, so... Excuse me. Hope you get to 1K soon. I appreciate it, Chelsea. We still have some time, so I'm feeling hopeful. I'm thinking with the games that we have coming up, I'm hoping that we'll start picking up. So, I thought Breath of the Wild I originally was going to save until much later, because originally Joanna and I were going to save some of these larger games, darn it. But we figured the extra push can't hurt while we've got this going on. We have the stipulations. We'll just sell one of these. The stipulations are it's 4,000 hours of watch time and 1,000 subscribers. 4,000 hours in the last 12 months, and I think it's just 1,000 total subscribers. And we have well over the 4,000 hours in the past 12 months. I think we're like almost a couple weeks over the limit for that, but we just need to get our sub count up. But you know, I'm not too worried. We'll work on it. I just appreciate you guys coming and supporting. I'm sure you've all watched everyone play a million things of Breath of the Wild. I'm like, is this super laggy, jumpy like that? Gross. I hope this hasn't been all gross this whole time. Okay. Now we can actually just get our horse. How's my OBS? 65.6%. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Yeah, I appreciate it. We're gonna name our first horse Sinbo. Sinbo the horse. I want to be like Kinbo later. I'm not sure when I'll be able to stream again. I know it says I stream on weekends, but I really don't know when I'll be able to stream. I understand that. Yeah, we've had to get a little more general because I've been looking for work, so we haven't always been able to stream as often as we would prefer. But you know, you just push on as you can, do what you can, and not worry yourself too much. I try not to beat ourselves up too much for missing stuff, but usually I feel pretty guilty. At least if we can keep up with Monday through Wednesday, I feel like we'll be alright. But now with this YouTube stuff, we'll probably do more posting and stuff as we will. Eventually, I'm going to start doing some videos. Joanna's got videos coming out, pretty crazy. Due to getting your SAT, possibly getting a job and working out, don't think you have much time to stream. I don't blame you. Sometimes it just takes a little extra time to, you know, get in there. Sinbo! Best horse name. Okay. No, I still actually haven't gotten all of the Breath of the Wild amiibo. After the craze and after we spent like tons of money on amiibo, we were like, take a break. And now I'm just waiting to get a job, and I'm going to be like, I can buy 1 or 2 amiibo per month when I have like a real job. And hopefully we'll be able to slowly catch up. They don't release new amiibo all the time, so eventually... Okay, I'm looking for the tower in this section of place. Let's see. I'm sure we'll find it at some point. Simbo. We'll have to come up with fun names for all of our horses now. I thought about naming it after people, but then I was like, I don't know, something just doesn't seem right. Like if I named it after like Joanna or Chelsea or something, it just doesn't seem right to... I'm riding my horse named such and such or so and so. I named them after somebody. I don't know, with a horse, I don't know. I don't know, they're weird kind of, they're weird, I don't know, it's weird. Weird! My axe, I guess, was not made to cut through stone. Nice. I like the skeleton gear. Ooh, don't you touch me. Don't you even. I see you with your gross big stick. Your big club. What's it called? A Dragon Bone Moblin Club. Jeez, we're pretty early on in the game for a Moblin Club. And let's take, yeah. Let's take this arm instead, because these big arms are great for breaking open crates and stuff. Take some of these fangs too. Woo! Speaking of horse names, I eventually did catch the giant horse, okay, nice, and named her after, I'm not even going to try. You know me and pronunciations, we're terrible together. The Let's Player who is obsessed with horses, that is actually really funny and fitting. Has that person played Zelda? Man, I will tell you what though, I didn't realize how much Breath of the Wild's horses spoil you. I love that you can, we're just gonna pass on by. Ooh, 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 ooh. Like, hello, wherever the heck that came from. Do we have something junky? I want to keep that spear. This is kind of junky. This is more junky. Get out of here. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Don't mind me. Don't go off the hill. Oh, to the side. I hear Oswald meowing. He's going insane. Wait, hold on. Sorry, everybody. Sorry. Oswald was begging and begging to be let in. Look at him. Are you a good cat? He's our cat that lets us kiss him on the head, and he really likes being held. He'll just sit in your arms for as long as you want to hold him. As long as he's not being too hyper. Yeah. He's got all kinds of love inside of him. This isn't Legend of Zelda Breath of the Oswald, though, so you have to go back here. Yeah. You're not the star of the show tonight, little man. Okay, sorry, everybody. Sinbo the cat. Okay, so we're running. Meanwhile, in Zelda, back to Zelda when we were running a lot. I really want to go up, though. I'm going to leave you, horse. Because I don't want you to die, but I also don't want to be bogged down by you right now. It's a Stalnox do 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 do. Yeah, he was like scratching at the door and meowing really loud, and usually Joanna will yell at him, and then when she didn't, I knew she was probably sleeping, and she was. But then she woke up. Oswald, you just sit back and relax. Sorry, everybody. Okay. I just wanted to get up to a high enough location where I could. Okay, don't mind me. Satori Mountain. That's what it is. I'm wondering if that's a thing. If anybody knows any kind of Japanese kind of stuff. Like, you know how there's like the something san, and it's kind of like calling somebody a Mr. Like Iwata-san. It's like calling him Mr. Iwata. So is there like, is that like a thing? Is Satori some kind of play on some kind of something? Instead of Satoru. Oof. Baboof. Talk about Zelda 1 getting wrecked by gigantic rocks. We have no food. But this is the perfect mountain to be on. Oswald, don't go anywhere. Don't go. Oh. Sorry again. Had to kick him out. Can't leave Oswald in this room unattended because he is not to be trusted. Woo! It's a kitty cat! It's the kitty break. I should have like a cat snuggle break time thing that pops up, and I can turn it on whenever Oswald comes in to snuggle. Yeah, these trees. Well, maybe not these trees. Somewhere on this mountain, at some point in time, because I can't remember, but it seems like the seasons change or something. But at some time, there were like a million apple trees on this mountain, and I got hundreds of apples, and just had this like nice healthy supply. So that's kind of, would be kind of nice if we could run into that. Ooh, an Endura carrot, I'll take that. But it'd be great if we could run into that here. Okay, I should save too, just for fun. We're not going to do the shrine. We're just gonna hit it up. We have a cat that still thinks she's a kitten. Yep, that's a funny phase for cats, though. We have, she's B, our Maine Coon Turkish Van mix. She is still very much in the I think I'm a kitten phase, and like she'll cram herself into things that she wouldn't normally, that she can't fit into, and like she'll like sit on you like she's this little delicate flower, and really she's like this big sack of potatoes laying on you. Oh. Okay. I know that's for a Korok. I'm trying to find, I'm super wondering, well, of course we have another mission while we're up here that I should focus on, but I'm wondering about those apple trees. Tell me all about your apple trees. I know you have them. Oh, wait. Okay, there we go. Mog Latin Shrine. Mog Latin. Oh. Since when do the Mogs from Final Fantasy speak Latin, really? Yeah, they're all like Kupo and stuff. If I'm thinking of the right people. Ooh. Ooch. Okay. Doing alright. Okay. The temperature thing is a cool. At first I was kind of mixed about temperatures. I didn't know if I liked worrying about the different temperature changes in this game, but then later on I decided it was really neat. Okay, so let's mark you. Let's mark you and you. Now most of these I know are not the towers we're looking for, but I'm just marking them anyway so we can have a good idea of all of our possibilities. This one's probably going to be the one that we have to get. Yeah, it is. Okay, so let me delete this pin. I knew it. I knew it was going to be you. Okay, so we're going to... Oh, it's not, actually. So our stamp that we're going to use is this weird diamond-y thing. That's going to signify our towers. Okay, so that way we can keep track without having to keep track. Okay, now I've done that one, which I saw. This one I don't know if I've marked, and I don't know if I marked this one all the way out there. Where's the... What about this one? This one's probably out to Hyrule Field. I'm probably remarking towers that I've already marked as well, but not a big deal. I just want to find the one... Oops, okay. Shoot. I want to find the one that's here. Let me see. Speaking of surviving temperatures, I once saw a comic. One second. Is it this one? It is! Where Link was running up Death Mountain with no clothes on, screaming in agony, but stuffing his face with mushrooms to keep himself alive. That is hilarious. I think I remember that now, too. Yeah. It was like, how most people went to Death Mountain, and I laughed, because I also, traveled to Death Mountain that way, where you just, like, basically you have nothing that protects you from extreme heat, and you're just running with your various fruits or your various foods trying to stay alive. Now, okay, now I'm concerned because the apple trees that were here, I want them, but I don't know where they were. Ooh. I was about to say I'm not going to concern myself with this right now, but we're just going to check this spot right over here with these weird trees. Right over here. 'Cause those look like apple trees to me. Apple trees? Johnny Apple Tree. Okay. Alright. I'm like, hopefully this isn't where the stall Nox was. Apple trees! Look at all these apples! Apples for days! Nice. Give me them all. Give me all your apples. Give me all your apples. I still feel like, every time I say that, I still feel like I'm holding up a bank. The First National Bank of Apples. Put all your apples in the bag and nobody gets hurt! Everybody freeze! What do you want me to do? Do you want me to freeze, or do you want me to put the apples in the bag? Don't get smart with me, mister! I would be bad at robbing a place. I'd be so nervous the whole time, and my chances would be, is here I am robbing a place at gunpoint with a squirt gun, and some hero with a real gun jumps out and just shoots me dead in the face. I would never rob a place in the first place, but that would be my scenario had I tried to rob a place. Is I would be shot and killed by the hero of the hour. I only air quote that because I'm talking about him killing me, so I can't just be like, woo, cheering for him. Hardy Truffle. Look at all these apples, though. We're gonna see. We had no apples before we did this, just so we all know. This is like apple heaven. Apple heaven. I hope we have enough, like, tools to cut down all these trees. I need to not chop any more logs. That's what that's telling me. We could use bombs, worst case scenario, but I'm afraid of apples going everywhere. I need these apples. Ooh, and this is such a nice weapon that I feel like I'm about to waste. Okay, let's use this one. Oh my gosh, that took so long. That was even more wasteful. Okay, we're just gonna Sorry, Golden Claymore, but I want these apples, and I don't want to climb up every tree for them. The apple bandit, watch out! I was like, the Hamburglar, only there's no pun for the apple burglar. Robber bees, Applebee's. No, I got nothing. This was a really nice weapon that I'm just wasting right now, but to me, like 72 apples. Okay, so we had 72 and I ate 6, so we'll add 6 on to whatever our final count is here. But there's so many, look at all these apples. Thanks, Iwata. He was like, apples for everyone! Okay. Give me all your apples. Don't leave one out. Baked apples. Has anybody ever baked an apple over a campfire? So I did. There's a real axe, and I'm wasting my good weapon. Nick. What are you doing with your life? Wasting your good weapon when you could be using just a regular old axe. Hup, hup. Okay. Well, I feel better now that I'm not being super wasteful. And now I can start chopping, well, I'll get all the apples first, but I'd like to chop all these stumps into wood because we can use the wood for numerous things. Tree branch. Suck it, tree branch. Ugh, I need to eat more apples. An apple a day keeps the dentist away. Yeah, actually, I started eating, and I'm not positive if it's the same as just eating a regular apple. It's probably not as good for you, but Walmart has those Welch's apple chips, and they're like dried apple chips, and they're so good. But if you eat too many of those, you're gonna be seeing them again soon, if you know what I'm saying. But they're so good. Like the really thick ones, I like to just like slowly kind of suck on because they'll like rehydrate almost, and it just, I don't know, it's this interesting texture. But it's like easier to eat apples because they're all dried and probably coated with sugar and butter. The last time I had them, it was like they must use a little bit of butter when they do that for those chips. But on mine, it was like they were slathered in butter. I was like, woof! Am I even eating apples, or am I just eating butter in chip form? Chip butter. We have to feed Link in Breath of the Wild. What's going to happen in the next game? We have to brush his teeth and bathe him. Oh, yeah. And then his facial hair is going to grow, and you're going to have to get it cut, and his long hair. And I know some people thought that was so cool in The Witcher, but man, talk about what a pain. Like, I am not playing a video game just so it can remind me about daily life, normal, boring chores, and how I still need to go do them. Like, you literally, like, it's cool, though, that his facial hair and his regular hair grow, but, like, I am not going to get a haircut. Like, unless I can do it myself, get out of here. Can't believe you'd even think to make me do that. The Witcher 3. Cutting my hair. Ugh. Oh yeah, so I think that was the majority of the apples, and we have 147 plus 3, so we found 153. I'm sure there are a few more, but that's just in one little condensed area that we found all of those apples. So that's, I feel like we really, you know, gave ourselves a boost there. Alright, so now we need to head towards the red beacon. I don't care about getting every tree, although I should, because there are so many extra like random weapons up here. I should use this axe until it's done, and then grab a random weapon to go. Okay, see, it's almost done. It's almost cut, or almost broken. Oh, wrecked. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna take this farmer's pitchfork and we're gonna get Uda here. Okay, we're heading over to that. Oh, I remember that, what this tower is, and it's gonna be hard to get there, but we can do it. We're gonna save frequently, and we're gonna cheese it. I believe in us. Also, when we get the chance, I would love to find the saddle. I kind of remember where it was, but I kind of forget. So I'd love to find that horse saddle that lets you take your horse everywhere. There's actually like horse armor that... Ooh, okay. It was like, just don't kill me. There's horse armor that upgrades your horse and gives it like a bunch of extra like stuff. It makes your horse super great. Super awesome. Yeah, the food thing, speaking of nothing, that was something that I felt and still feel like, you know, it's not the worst thing in the world in Minecraft that you have a hunger meter and that you get hungry, but I could go without it. don't think I would go a day missing that meter. And you can mod Minecraft, but I don't know. I've done some mod stuff before that's worked, and I've done some mod stuff before that's messed things up, and then you have to reset things. It's probably not as big of a deal, but I just usually end up being too lazy to mess with the hassle. I'm going to save just to make sure that we don't get surprised here by something, because this is an awfully open part of this field, and I'm not feeling superiorly comfortable here. Not feeling amazing. Okay. So I'm just gonna head up here. Yeah, I was worried about my stream time because I didn't want Joanna to be sitting out there by herself for too long. You know, just kind of sad, but she is asleep. So I at least am not going to worry about what we're doing right now. Worst case scenario, you know, this will be, the Majora's Mask will be one of the last things, but we'll see. I might crack the door and peek out and see what she's doing, because I'm having a good time playing Breath of the Wild, and, you know, the longer the better, to be honest. This isn't our normal streaming time, but it's just good to get some more videos up and out. Give us some time to get exposed. Hopefully somebody will see us eventually, and, you know, maybe they'll swing by and enjoy themselves. But we're going to play some other games around our more normal times that I think will get more recognition. I think we're going to start playing, like, I think I'm going to start playing Rocket League during Nick at Nights, and I think we're going to be posting stuff for like related with Joanna's sports games on Fridays, and we'll see about Saturdays. I don't want to do too much streaming, because sometimes like too much streaming is what can wear me out of streaming. Just because, I don't know, it's like my attention span just doesn't allow for me to do so much of something, so that's like kind of where I get slowed down. But hopefully, you know, we can have a nice amount of content coming out. It would be really great to hit 1K, and I feel like, you know, it's more than half of what we had before, so I almost feel like it's asking a lot, but at the same time I feel like it's not super unreasonable. We're just going for it. Stay out of our ways. Oop. Okay, you can do it, Link. No, no, no! Okay, do I have anything cooked? No. I don't want to waste all my apples, but we literally went and grabbed 1,000,000 apples, so. Yoshi Bro! Let's raid John Evo. That is not a terrible idea. Here in a little while. If I imagine John will still be streaming before I'm, yeah, by the time I'm done, so, ouch. No, 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 no. Noops. We can do this. Just Might take a few different tries from a few different angles. But we're getting it. We're doing it. You can't stop me, enemies. Okay. Boo, 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 doo, doo, boo. Link is a fast eater, right? And he has an endless stomach. Sometimes when I'm eating things, I'm just in awe about how much he can fit into his tongue. Into his tongue. Okay. Ooh, EX. I don't know why we're getting all of these, but I'll take it. I know where the Majora mask is. Okay. I'm going to save right here to keep ourselves from having to reorient all the time. And then I'm just gonna, just hoping that kind of, look at all these rumors. I'm actually really excited for all this extra armor. I just didn't get to use anything because, you know, by the time the DLC came out, we were all done with Zelda. Most of us, at least. No! No! Stop doing that. I was going to say, I see a shadow. That's kind of cool. Oh. You can do it, Link. Oh, you jerks. I was just waiting for my staminas. Like the cap you have on. Why, thank you. Yeah, I really like this cap. It's like black, it's like gray and white with blue lettering for Breath of the Wild, but yeah, I really like that as well. Oops. Okay. Okay. Excuse you. Stop. I didn't even stand a chance that time. Yeah, if we do a raid though, it's gonna have to be like a mini raid because we'll only have, you know, we won't have a lot of people going on the raid with us. Not that I'm saying that the people, I'm not trying to belittle the people here by any means, but and you know, John would never judge us on the size of our raid, but in a random situation, a lot of times people are like, oh, you have this many subs. Oh, I'm surprised it's such a small raid. Yeah, well, you should just be happy I raided you at all. Okay, this is my only chance. No, Link, darn it! Not the Y button, you dumb! Ugh. Okay. Alright, it's all good. You're okay. Do I have any kind of stamina? Anything. We'll see. No! Oh, I'm gonna run out of stamina. Oh, I'm gonna run out. Oh, we're so close. Why don't I have any more? Ugh. I wasn't gonna have enough anyway. Ugh. Can it save me being on the tower? I hate those guys, I know. It sucks. You killed Link, I know, right? I'll join a raid. Woo! Alright, that sounds fun. I remember when I was raided. Good times, right? Raids can be fun. And it's definitely nice to be able to share them around. Sometimes it just depends because you never know who's going to be... Oh, darn it. You never know who's going to be with you and who's going to be... Like, who will still be there at the end with you. It's probably stupid to save right here, but we're doing it. Pop, 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 pop. Okay. Let's go, Link. 1 to 2 jumps. Max. Ugh. I bet you actually... Get out of here, you friggin' jerk. Oh, you sorry son of a so-and-so. Don't mind me while I get destroyed, but glad to see you, Stargamer, if I didn't say that already. I've been on raids where streamers like, har har, is that everyone? Super rude, right? Like, I'm just trying to be nice. Not here for you to judge. Okay, this is kind of what I was hoping for, actually. Ooh. Well, this will be a good place to start, because most of the bigger enemies are going to forget that we're even here. Except for that one, apparently. Wrecked. I wish more of the towers were as challenging as this one. I agree. I liked how different towers had different challenges based around them. But yeah, it's real easy to get wrecked, that's for sure. Okay, so nothing can... Nothing's getting me yet. If we can get up to the top, to this second floor and save... Oh my gosh, that was so close. We should be fine from here out, because the enemies will forget, and then no enemy should remember. Whichever cat that is. Oswald keeps waking up Joanna, which is not going to help. Oswald, I'm not done with Breath of the Wild. Let Joanna sleep. Okay, sorry. Okay. Easygoing Gamer John Ebo is live right now. Nice. It's really cool. John's a really great guy, but there's really not much we can do at this current point in time. I'm not quite ready to do any kind of raid or anything like that, because I at least have a couple more things, but I'll definitely keep that in mind, because John should still be live for the next hour or so. Darn it! You monsters! Leave me alone! Of course I threw that 1 second too soon. Get out of here, you jerk. And Oswald, you need to just stay here and not cause trouble. Yeah. He sat like, okay. It's really okay if we get killed here, because I think we'll be better off. Come on. Oh, you sorry... Grumble, grumble, grumble. Yeah, it's actually been in John's streams when he raids sometimes that I've seen that the most. Except for I think Camillo's also gotten that too. Yeah, Oswald, you're just sitting here like a good boy. I thought about streaming super late, like for hours, but all good things must come to an end, I guess. I think we've done really good today, just with, not that I'm trying to pat myself on the back, but just with the, you know, beating Majora's Mask and then coming back and doing this, so I should feel good enough for now. The laptop battery is running low. Good night. Thank you again, Red Spirit Mask, for stopping in. It's been a lot of fun hanging out and chatting. Always appreciate when you get the chance to swing by, so we'll see you again, hopefully super soon. Of course, with all of our new changes and everything, we're still keeping our Thursday day offs, because I think it's important to keep that day. Eventually, I'd like to start taking Joanna out on dates, and Thursday is kind of the best day to do it, so I think Thursday is always going to be a consistent good day off. But John Ebo is doing Super Mario Odyssey no death run. Oh dang, I'm like salty that I'm missing it, because here I am sitting here streaming. Yeah, we're going to have to raid John if you guys all stick around. What we're going to do is we're going to get this tower, and then we're going to locate the mask, Majora's Mask. And as soon as we get it and pop it on, we're going to be like, oh, cool, and then we're going to save and quit, and then we'll raid John's stream. Because I want to watch some of this no death run. We're usually there. Normally we're not streaming this late, but I had to get Breath of the Wild started. And I'm super glad because I got all of the hardest parts out of the way. The only other thing that I have to do after this is we're going to the castle. But that'll be a great place to start next week, so... Yeah! Got that tower. Hopefully this is the right tower. We're looking for a lake that I don't know where it is unless I'm looking at it on the tower. And Oswald just bit my hoodie super hard, and I do not appreciate that. He, like, we used to play when he was a little boy and his bites didn't hurt. And then, like, there was a little disconnect or something. I stopped playing with him with my hands, and he got older. And so he never learned that his bites hurt. And so now he's this old boy, and he bites really hard. And I think he's just trying to play. But it's because he doesn't know any better. So we had him for a good 6 months before we had another cat. So he was kind of used to being an only cat. But he hated when we left. He was always super upset and, like, very, like, needy when we would come home. And ever since we got the other cats, he's been much less needy. But sometimes he takes out some of his aggression on them. I'm not sure. Okay, where was that horse? I feel like my horse is right next to the spot. Okay, great, sensor. That's amazing. No, that's the, okay. So we actually need to go to this one instead. But I don't mind just tacking a little more onto the adventure, except for then that means I can't see John's no death run, but I guess I could watch it later. Tell him I said hello when you get the chance. I'm sure some of you are hopping back and forth between, so I just appreciate you guys giving us that support. I don't mind either. John was talking about it, and I don't know who does mind. People who are jerks. I don't know, but I would never mind people going back and forth between different streams, because sometimes it's just, you know, there are multiple people that you like, and they're all streaming, so just do what you can. How's the weather? Can I put my Switch shirt back on? My Switch shirt. Sounds like sweatshirt. Joanna's going to be like, you were streaming for so long. And I'm going to be like, I'm sorry. I was having too much fun. Should be in the Lost Kingdom right about now. Ooh, shoot. Hopefully he's doing well with that no death run. So is he restarting the game when he dies? We'll find out. We will find out. But for now, let's focus more on this stream. Not that I don't love John's stream or anything like that, but sometimes, you know, you gotta just focus in. So we'll chat more about John's stream and John's stream. But by no means does that mean that I dislike him or anything. I love John's streams, but we're gonna get everybody too excited, and everybody's gonna go over and watch John in his no death run. We gotta keep a couple people for a little while. Actually, I would still be playing this if nobody was watching. Truth be told, so still appreciate y'all being here. It makes it a lot easier and more fun. I'm watching too. Nice. I'm on your phone. Oh shoot. One on your phone, one on your computer. Nice. Sometimes I would have multiple windows open and them unmuted, so like I would hear Cam and John at the same time, but then it just gets way too confusing. I want to save just because I don't want to have to cover any of this ground again. Master mode has really been not so bad. I expected all of the deaths that I actually expected more deaths, so could be much worse, that's for sure. I don't know how people program, like, like, even the simplest things. How do you determine how fast Link travels through the world? Like, it's just, it would be so tough to be able to do all of that. But I'm sure it would be fun too, and I'm sure especially like people with Nintendo who are super experienced, I'm sure it's not a non-issue. Okay, so we're gonna save. I think I know, what this, no. One of these towers is like, you've got to go around all this black goop and like put platforms down and stuff and climb through a building to get to the right place so you can actually climb up the tower, and ooh, I hate that one. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't. And get out of here. Okay. Pot lid is badly damaged. I wish there was something you could do with the badly damaged shield. Can you, like, if you parry, does it do something, like, more amazing? This one might, yep. I was going to say, this one might just be a thing where we just have to avoid all the extra guardians. Let's save right here just to do it. Okay. Here we go. Alright. I was going to say, usually, John, we have until midnight with his stream, so fingers crossed we should be okay. It's your raid name, Going Gamers. Yeah, we'll do, yep, just like that. Easygoing Gamers raid. Yeah, it won't be too much longer. I'm sure after I get up this tower and figure out where it is that I'm trying to go. Oof! Dead. Then we'll be good to go. Oof, boo, Oswald. Boo 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 doo doo doo. We might even do a mini raid, just depending on how many people are with us. But I feel like we have 3-ish. It's not too bad. We'd have like 3-ish people with us. We'll decide at the end, depending on how many people are with us, whether we do a regular raid or a mini raid. But it probably will end up being a mini raid. Ooh. I like calling them mini raids because then I don't feel as bad. Uh-oh. Oh no, rip. Oh, I was like, oh no, is there something wrong with the live stream? And then I remembered that I just died. Blasted out of the sky. We're going to make saves every time we get up to the next. No. I'm just going to load it instead of like climbing back up. I don't know. It's probably like the same amount of time. Ooh. I'm petting Oswald while I wait. Okay, here we go. We got this. Could invite my friend for the raid. She can't come for the stream at the moment though. That's no problem. And then, oof, that would be fine. Yeah, anybody who wants to come participate. I'm sure there are a few people in John's stream now who sometimes come by, so if they want to participate as well, they're welcome to. If I could ever stop dying on this tower from these guardians. Okay. The guardian that's shooting at me is, okay, that one. Big old jerk. And he's just waiting, too. I'm like trying to drop. Okay. There we go. Just gonna keep on going. Keep on keeping on. Okay. Shoo. I just feel necessary now. I feel like we'll be okay, but. Three jumps, 3 hops. That's all it takes. These dumb guardians. Get out of here, guardians. I really like the Guardians though, because especially when I was first playing Zelda, I definitely got a huge sense of like dread and fear whenever I would hear that music and one would start like chasing me down, I should say. Ugh. So I really like that about the Guardians. This should uncover the area that we're looking for, and then after we get the mask, we will go on our raid. Woo! Amazing. I'm gonna unmute my desktop music so that way I can make sure we've got our outro music playing. Be good, crazy times. Okay. Scanning area. Get my little teardrop in my tablet. Boop. I don't know what technology transfers by liquid, but it looks legit. Alright, here we go. Here's the chunk. And hopefully I'm looking. Yes, this one. This is exactly what I needed. And now that's 2 less towers we'll have to worry about down the road. We are going to get murdered. We're dead. We're dead. Super dead. Because that Guardian, oh man, we're so dead. Especially if that one sees me. Okay, he didn't. What about the other one? Maybe if we just run. Run. Okay, I saw him. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. So let's save. Okay. Here we go. Give me that. A silver rupee. Okay, he was red, but I don't think he knew where I was anymore. I still feel dread. The dread is back. Once you grab those nice arrows, though. Okay. Here we go. Where's the pink? To the pink. Okay, cool. It's only 11. Still got a good hour. Always like chatting with John. He's a good guy. Okay. Anytime. So just over this. Oh. It's not just over this hill. Let's save though, because we got away from the Guardians. Nice. Okay. There's this lake. We don't need any of the inside or the outside parts or the lake itself. All we need is this part right in here. Alright, so while I guess I should wait. Let's go and pull some stuff up, but we'll wait until we get there. Ugh, more leaves though. Leaf ring. Lily pad ring. No. Okay. I always fall underneath the ice block and then I have to like make another one. Oop. I was glad they brought the Koroks back though, because I love Koroks. They should have Deku stuff as well, like Deku and Korok. That'd be interesting. I guess they're kind of the same, but I mean, they don't call them the same name. Same with the birds, but the birds might just be... The Koroks might be like more advanced forms of Deku scrubs. Same with the birds. Gorons are just the same though. They're rock solid. They don't need a change. Get out of here. And whoever shot an arrow, I'll let you know what I think of that. Get out of here. Nobody asked you to be here. Whoa, watch out. Okay, we're looking for... there'll be something here. It's... hold on. It's over here. These bats are oh, here we go. I was gonna say, these bats are distracting me. Help! Sweet! So we found the mask. Super hype. I'm gonna play our outro music. So yeah, so Breath of the Wild has been a ton of fun tonight. I'm gonna pull up John's mask, and I think we're gonna do a mini raid rather than a main raid, because I feel like it'll be easier as a mini raid because we have less people. Okay, so let me save to make sure that we've got the save, and then let me pull up John's links. So what we're going to do is we're going to do an easy going mini raid, just like that. And let me pull up John's stream. So 1 second, everybody, while I get there. Alright, here we go. Sorry everyone, I'm providing the link. Feel free to go on in. Here we go. Here I am. Alright, so it's been lots of fun, everyone. I want to type this easygoing mini raid and then stop in here in a little bit. But it's been lots of fun. Thanks for stopping in and watching Breath of the Wild. I really appreciate everybody being here and all the support, especially during these weird times of YouTube and partnerships and things. So here's the link if you guys didn't have it before. Turns out your friend can't make it, no problem. Really appreciate it. If you guys want to go on a mini raid, I was just over there and I will be back over there soon. Thank you again for watching, and my thing was being... It looks like my thing's all weird on the screen, but I think it's probably just my computer. But anyway, it's been really fun. Thank you again. Love you guys so much, and we'll see you guys super soon. Bye! Woo!